Number 1 is Arizona John, owned by Charles Hughes of Xenia, Ohio, trained by Steve Hughes with Dustin Hughes at the lines. Number 2 is Hammer and Dan, owned by Ronald Ross of Staffordsville, Kentucky, trained by Jeff Brewer. Jason Brewer is up. The 3 is Mark from Eden, owned by Winchester Bay Acres Incorporated of Powell, Ohio, trained by Daryl Hoosier with Brett Miller. The 4 is Bad Boy Justin, owned by Roy Swaney of Spring Valley, Ohio, trained by David Loff with Jim Daly up. The 5 is Chocolate Chip, owned by Harry and Iris Horowitz of Brooklyn, New York, trained by Tim Rucker, Adam Rucker. The 6 is Mystical Spur, owned by Dick James of Lebanon, Ohio, trained by Tommy Lee Smith with Bob Harper. The 7 is Max's Memory, owned by Richard McCall of Bucyrus, Ohio, trained by Ken Zorns with Dale Edwards. The 8 is Sassy's Trek, owned by Melby Ober Sr. of Cable, Ohio, trained by Ann Hildebrand with Tony Hall. The 9 is Jake Daniels, owned by Jonathan Gordon of Champaign, Illinois, trained by Marlon Smith with Dan Noble. The 10 is Cody Noble and Bob from off the second tier, is owned by Robert Jordan of Blacklick, Ohio, who also does the training. Bill Long Jr. in the sulky. That's the field for the 10th and final race. Exactas tries and super. Getting set for a start to the nightcap. Superfecta Pacers. The 5 Chocolate Chip has missed the gate. Field in motion. They're all fan pacing and firing away from the inside. There goes the 3, Mark from Eden. Break the 4, Bad Boy Justin, as they race into the first turn and over to the opening quarter. And Max's Memory is on the go here and clears to the front end. Along the inside, Mark from Eden will yield for a garden spot. Racing in 2, Jake Daniels has come away racing in 3rd. 4th, that is Arizona John. 5th, that is Hammer and Dan. 6th on the inside is Mystical Spur. 7th is Cody Noble and Bob. Got to the outside in 8th, that is Chocolate Chip. 9th on the inside, Bad Boy Justin in 10th, and trailing the field, Sassy's Trek by the opening quarter in 27 3/5. They'll pass by the stands for the first time and head on down to the half, and on top of the field, that is Max's Memory out there uncontested, rolling under the wire with 5/8 of a mile remaining, leading it by 2 1/4. To the inside, Mark from Eden is tracking in 2nd. Along the inside, Jake Daniels is thinking about coming to the outside in 3rd and does so now. Along the inside, racing in 4th, Mark from Eden. To the outside, racing in 5, Hammer and Dan. As they reach the half, they're halfway home, 57 4/5. A second panel there at 30 1, and Dale Edwards reaches down and pops the earplugs on the 7, Max's Memory, leading it here by a length and a quarter. Grinding it out first over the outside, racing in 2, that is Jake Daniels. Along the inside in 3rd, Mark from Eden. 2nd over on the outside in 4th, that is Hammer and Dan. 3rd over on the outside of there in 5th, that is Chocolate Chip, who swung up 3 wide there. 6th on the inside, that is Arizona John, swung up 3 deep from 7th. There goes Sassy's Trick, 3/4 in 1:26 2/5. They'll pace the final turn and head for home. On top of the field, Max's Memory is trying to take this field gate to wire. And to the inside, Mark from Eden is ready to pounce on him from 2nd as they turn to the top of the stretch. Less than 1/8 of a mile to go. And down the stretch they come. Max's Memory with the lead. Mark from Eden will take a shot at him from the pocket, is coming to him and coming on. Max's Memory to the inside. Mark from Eden is charging on the outside, but at the wire, Max's Memory in front. Finishing 2nd was the 3, Mark from Eden. 3rd was the 2, Hammer and Dan. It was close for 4th. May have been the 6, Mystical Spur at the top of the mile. 1:56 flat, Max's Memory. Photo reveals 7-3-2-6 is unofficial. 7-3-2-6 is unofficial. Trackside of the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of the 10th race, the 7 Max's Memory, gate to wire in 1:56 flat. A 5-year-old bake outing by Towner's Big Guy out of a Wendy Stentler. She by Frugal Gourmet, is owned by Richard McCall of Bucyrus, Ohio, trained by Kenneth Zorns. Nicely handled here this evening by winning driver Dale Edwards. First win in 2003, home in 1:56 flat, gate to wire, the 7 Max's Memory. 7-3-2-6 is now official. (7-3) Exacta returned 1840, 7-3-2 try, 152.80, 7-3-2-6 super, $1,119.60. Late double, 2-7, 43.40, late pick 3, 3 of 3, 184.40.